She never left the dock. She never faced a storm. She never sailed into open water. Yet, she caused one of the deadliest maritime disasters in American history. Her name was SS Eastland, a passenger steamship docked in Chicago, surrounded by families, music, laughter, and within minutes, she rolled over, trapping hundreds inside. This is the true story of SS Eastland, an abandoned steamship, and the secrets that turned a normal summer morning into a nightmare on the Great Lakes. Danger usually comes from storms, fog, ice. But SS Eastland proved something terrifying. Sometimes the greatest danger is hidden inside the ship itself. SS Eastland was not sunk by weather. She was not attacked. She was not overloaded with cargo. She capsized at the dock in calm water. With the city watching, the disaster shocked America and exposed dangerous truths about ship design, regulation, and safety. If you want real maritime stories that changed American history, consider subscribing. These are not legends. These are documented tragedies. SS Eastland was built in 1903 at the Jenks Shipbuilding Company in Port Huron, Michigan. She was designed as a passenger steamship intended to transport people across Lake Michigan. Her length was over 270 feet, steel hull, powered by steam engines. From the beginning, engineers noticed something troubling. She was top-heavy, tall superstructure, narrow beam, high center of gravity. Warnings were written, concerns were raised, but she was approved. Even before the disaster, SS Eastland showed dangerous behavior. She listed to one side during voyages. Passengers felt the tilt. Crew had to move people to rebalance her on one voyage. She nearly capsized with passengers aboard. Reports were filed, but operations continued. Why? Because the demand for passenger transport was high and profit outweighed caution. In 1912, the Titanic sank. Public fear exploded. Lawmakers reacted quickly. New safety laws were passed, requiring more lifeboats. SS Eastland was forced to add lifeboats, rafts, and emergency equipment. But here was the secret. The added weight was placed high on the ship, exactly where she could not afford it. This made her even more unstable. A safety law meant to save lives made SS Eastland deadlier. July 24, 1915, Chicago River. SS Eastland was docked, preparing for a company picnic. Over 2,000 passengers boarded, mostly Western Electric employees. Families, children, music played. People laughed. It was a celebration. Then slowly, almost invisibly, the ship began to lean. Crew attempted to correct the miss, but it was too late. SS Eastland rolled onto her side. Water rushed in. Windows shattered. People were thrown inside. Passengers were trapped below decks, crushed by furniture, pinned underwater. Children were separated from parents. Families screamed. The silence. The river was shallow, but that made it worse. The people were trapped against the bottom, unable to escape. Rescue efforts began immediately, but chaos ruled. In less than 10 minutes, over 800 people were dead. Bodies filled corridors. Cabins were packed with victims. Many drowned. Others crushed. Divers entered the overturned hull, pulling bodies out for days. The smell of death lingered. The city was traumatized. It was the worst maritime disaster in Great Lakes history. Most ship disasters happen far from shore. This one happened in front of a city. Subscribe if you want to uncover how hidden design flaws can turn deadly. Investigations revealed horrifying truths. SS Eastland was inherently unstable. Design flaws were known, ignored, accepted. Weight distribution was dangerous. Ballast systems were inadequate. The Titanic safety laws unintentionally worsened the problem. Responsibility was blurred. No single person was convicted. The ship was blamed, but the system escaped punishment. Shipbuilders blamed regulators. Regulators blamed owners. Owners blamed design standards. Families demanded justice. But the legal system failed them. SS Eastland became a symbol of corporate negligence and regulatory failure. SS Eastland was refloated. Instead of being destroyed, she was sold, renamed, converted. She became a naval training ship, USS Wilmette, the same hull that killed hundreds, now trained sailors. As USS Wilmette, she served during World War I, training naval recruits, firing anti-aircraft guns, operating safely. Ironically, in military service, she was stable because passengers were gone and weight was controlled. After military service, the ship was decommissioned. Eventually, she was scrapped in 1947. Her steel melted, her shape erased, but her story could not be destroyed. The secret of SS Eastland is not mystery. It is neglect. Engineers knew, warnings existed. Prophet ignored safety. The disaster was preventable. That is what makes it so haunting. The Eastland disaster changed maritime regulation, weight distribution rules, stability testing, passenger ship design standards. Her victims saved future lives, over 800 names, many immigrants, working class families. Entire families were lost. Memorials exist, but many Americans have never heard the story. SS Eastland is abandoned, not in water, but in history. No wreck to visit, no ship to see, only lessons and silence. SS Eastland never sailed that day. She never left the river. Yet, she changed American maritime history forever. An abandoned steamship, full of secrets, and a reminder that danger does not always come from the sea. Some disasters are forgotten because they are uncomfortable. Subscribe if you want to uncover the real stories history tries to forget.